Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Foolery, and today we're taking a look at the Detective Noir Broadway. Will this Broadway give us buyer's remorse? Stay tuned to find out. Okay guys, so I screwed up the intro. This is the Silver Falcon version of Gargoyles. So it's not the noir, Detective Noir Broadway, even though that's how I feel it is. Basically, it was a black and white version of Broadway. So I don't see why it wasn't considered Broadway Noir or Detective Noir Broadway, but I guess this is the case that he was called to follow, the case of the Silver Falcon. Anyway, let's see if this box is better than your mom's.
This box better than the box he was held in.
On the front, we get this cool in silver look of the Silver Falcon. This nice artwork of Broadway on a gargoyle. Ironic. But actually a falcon gargoyle, cool. And we get this logo on the front. And I'm not sure if my box is screwed up because of Target, and I won't know, and that would suck. But I have these marks here that I'm not sure if they're supposed to be there. They might be, but I don't know. We get Broadway in the back. We get the accessories that come with this Broadway. A little blurb about him on top. And another photo of Broadway on the side. And I love the artwork on the front. This is totally cool. That has a lot of shelf appeal, so totally better than your mom's. Love that cover art. And then the side, we get some nice photos of Broadway versus just random renders. But let's crack you open before we see what's in the box. And we crack open the box, and we get another photo of Broadway in his full glory. Broadway in his full glory, and we get a peek of what's in the box. And speaking of,
what's in the box?
In the box we get a decent amount of accessories. We get Broadway and his hat, completely removable, as well as his trench coat, which is really cool. And I'm having him stand on here because he leans forward. You can't see his face, so it's fine. He leans back. We get his folded wings, which clearly just slide over his coat, which has pegs in the back for it. We get a half-eaten sandwich or a quarter-eaten sandwich. We get and I don't remember what this is. If you guys remember, let me know. We get a box of noodles and Chinese food. It looks like some lo mein. Cool. Quarter lo mein. And get Almost Serious Broadway. We get I Hate Guns Broadway. And we get his tail. And then with that, we get 3 hands, which I don't understand why you give anyone 3 hands. This should be 4. Where is my other hand like this? Where's my my right hand that looks like this, NECA? It doesn't make sense that I only have this one hand. But we get 2 fists, that one hand. And those are the accessories. That's what comes in the box. And you definitely would not have gotten shot by Mills for this, because this was a really good mix of accessories with it. So while the box was decent, not the worst, but not normally up to the loveliness that I expect from NECA, not the greatest, but it was fairly decent. What's inside the box totally makes up for it. Now let's check out the design and see if this thing looks like it's supposed to. So I do love the fact that we get a soft goods jacket that does help with mobility while he's wearing it. It does look and feel a little bit cheap though, but what can you expect? It's going on a toy. You can't really ask for, you know, the best looking outfit especially when you have to cut holes in the back for the wings. And it goes over like, oh, easier to take off the head, isn't it? Easier to take off the head. Slide you over the head. And peg you in. And peg you in. Okay. Pegged in. And this is now his serious Broadway face. And this looks a little derpy. And it might be how I have it on him, but with the trench coat on and the wings, it looks a little derpy, and I might have to readjust the coat. But this is what you expect from Broadway. And his head's not on there, right? So let's fix you. Let's pop into place. Are you not going to pop into place with the things on? Don't fight me. Yeah, he looks super derpy when you actually get this on. He looks like he's shrugging, and it just might be because of the trench coat, and without the trench coat it might look better, but with the trench coat on it looks like he's shrugging versus him draping his cape over his body. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how this looks on him. It looks super stupid. It doesn't look like it belongs on his body. Anyway, yeah, not a fan of this look. I think it might be the coat, might be a little, that might be the problem. And you know what, looking at it through the camera, it doesn't look so bad, but looking at it in person, he looks like he has a hunchback. So it's obviously the way they have the capes done so that it can drape over his shoulders, but it looks like they give it too much clearance, and it sits on his shoulders rather than wraps around it, if that makes any sense. I'm not a fan of the design, but I do love the look, and this is basically the same toy that we got with the original Broadway, except that we're getting one additional head and the trench coat and hat and some new food accessories. So it's a fairly decent design, even though I'm not a fan of how the folded capes look on this body with the coat on. It just looks weird and derpy. And speaking of design, let's see how he looks compared to the other Broadway. So my other Broadway is in its box, and as you can see, the only difference between the two is that the original Broadway has 4 hands, which once again, I don't know why you would just give me 3 when you gave me 4 previously, whatever. The outstretched wings, a bag of popcorn, and a chicken leg. And obviously a piece that fell out the box that I have to go find now when I actually open the box. These are identical toys. The only difference is this is trench coat and hat and a additional head, his derpy head. Where are you derpy head? This is these are the differences right here in my hand, are the differences between the 2 sets and a trench coat. And of course the folded wings. So after that, let's see if this thing can squat.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Get the head off. So Broadway can look up that high. You can look down that low. That's a good range down, but basically no up, which I wish he had more up, because when he's gliding, that would be helpful. Double jointed elbow, swivel in the bicep, cool. He can get that much spin. Not the best, but he has big beefy biceps, so can't be mad at that. He has an upper torso rocker, which gives him some decent range for a big belly guy. He has a waist twist, no thigh cut, and he has his legs that bend there backwards, not double jointed, and he has a swivel in his foot. You get a little bit of rock in it, so fairly decent. And this is what you expect, and some toe articulation. He cannot squat. He does not have the knees for it. He does have the waist for it, so you could get him in some cool jumping poses, but not necessarily landing poses, especially the way his feet are built. He's not meant for that, and that's fine. I don't think the Gargoyles were ever superhero landing types. But while we have his trench coat off, let's see how he looks with his folded wings without the trench coat. And it makes it easier to slide this into the slide. Pop his head back on. Yeah, he does. He looks way less derpy. It's the coat. And I don't know why the coat makes him just makes it look like it's floating. It just might be my eye playing tricks on me, but this looks so much better without the coat, with his wings just folded on his back. And I'm pretty sure this was the original design, and so that people didn't feel like they were cheated, they decided to throw in the trench coat and hat to make up for it. But this is your ideal look for him, and I'm pretty sure this joins the ranks of Goliath and Brooklyn and who else, in Demona, so that you can have them all on your shelf together versus having to have them with their wings all out and taking up all space. And that only leaves Hudson. So let's talk money.
Is that equal? More money, more money, more money.
This thing is only $34, $36. Not that bad. The problem that I have with this is I hate re-releases, especially ones like this, where the concept of the re-release is just to get you an additional accessory. And this is just I don't even know what to call it. This is basically a super expensive accessory pack, as I call it. It's because, yeah, this is basically an expensive accessory pack. Because, yeah, the trench coat is cool, but I could have done without the sandwich. I could have did without the derpy head. I didn't need this face for him. I know this is his normal face, but I really don't care for it, so I didn't really need it. Didn't need the cauldron. And while this is actually something cool that I actually probably will use on a fairly regular basis for him, just because Broadway was a fat one, and I think this is a better accessory to have than his his chicken wing and his popcorn. This and the wings don't justify it, especially because at least with the other figures, you got a new figure when you got the wings. You got the Mona wings with Xanatos. You got Brooklyn wings with Angela. Bronx gave you Goliaths. So the fact that you're buying Broadway to get Broadway's folded wings, and it's the same exact Broadway, it's not a different body, just seems like a waste of money. So as much as I love Broadway, I'm gonna have to say that see if you can wait till it gets on discount, but NECA rarely goes on discount, and that's the really crappy part. If you have to get it because you need the folded wings, I understand, but yeah, I'm really disappointed in this release, not because of the quality of the toy, but because it's the same exact toy that we got last year, just now we just get the folded wings. I don't mind having to buy another figure to get the folded wings. My problem is if I'm buying the same exact figure to get everything that I already bought. So that's it for me, guys. Yeah, I want to be more positive about this one because I really do like the way the folded wings look on him, especially without the trench coat. It looks phenomenal. But yeah, this is kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't like people gouging us, and NECA's gouging us. maybe not on purpose. Maybe they couldn't get Macbeth or another gargoyle to take this place, and this was the easiest way to get it out quickly. But yeah, I feel gypped on this release. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I'll check you in the next video. Peace.